in great stone reliefs carved into the walls.
This is glorious. Here we have, on my right, gods. On my left, the demons. They're pulling, a great tug of war, the great snake, Naga. And here she is, the snake, being tugged as they tug and battle. They're churning the sea of milk holding power and all good things. Presiding in the middle is Vishnu, who was venerated in this temple. Here he is, and another incarnation of Vishnu, the turtle. So here we see the battle, and the prize is immortality. The gods, thank goodness, get it, become immortal and prevail. This is a tremendous image of this duality, good and evil, gods and demons, the constant battle of humanity. This courtyard's full of Apsara, these celestial nymphs who are the escorts to the gods and to kings. This Apsara staring right at me, eye to eye. They're beautiful and strangely shiny. I suppose they've been much handled over the years. It's extraordinary sitting here. The whole place begins to make sense. Angkor Wat is a model of the cosmos, the universe, containing at its heart the great temple there. There's a world within a world, this, with its boundary walls, great causeway, surrounded by moats representing the oceans of the world. And in here one has images of heaven, of hell, celestial beings. And sitting here, this is paradise, isn't it?
To appreciate the full meaning of Angkor Wat, I take to the skies. Surya Varman's vision becomes clear. It's a homage to the gods and a statement of his own divinity. There it is, his sacred mountain, protected on all sides by moats representing mythic oceans. But in reality, the moat could not keep the dangers of the outside world at bay. In 1177, the kingdom of Angkor was invaded by the neighbouring Chams from Vietnam, who sacked the temple. Angkor was plunged into darkness and despair. But this was not the end of Khmer civilization. A new god king, Jayavarman VII, came to the throne and in 1181 drove the invaders out. Jayavarman wanted to stamp his own imprint on Angkor. So a mile away from Angkor Wat, he built the city of Angkor Thom, a monument to his triumph, surrounded by a strong wall to defend it from future invaders. Jayavarman brought one major change to Angkor. He replaced Hinduism with Buddhism as the official religion. The centerpiece of Angkor Thom is a Tumen Buddhist temple called the Bile, hauntedly enigmatic and beautiful. Its walls are adorned with huge and powerfully carved faces. These are my treasure.
This place is all to do with politics and power. And such power. These towers incorporating these gigantic human faces, they really do capture the imagination. They are so haunting. It's quite hard, really, to explain why. They have such a enigmatic and persuasive quality. And they tell a very particular story. What you have here are the images of all that was powerful and important in this land at the time this place was built. Here we see the king making images to entice and unite his people. We have images of his great military commanders. We have images of the king himself. It's all here, all brought together in stone to speak of this land, to speak of how this land could be united. And on the tallest tower of them all was a huge image of the king himself, combined with an image of the compassionate Buddha. Here was the king, the great conqueror, the great commander, the great protector of his people, yet also a man of compassion, a man of caring. This is really, absolutely brilliant political architecture. And one looks around, and these stones, though ancient, these faces, though antique, still speak a very potent and powerful language. There's nothing quite like these faces anywhere. They are beautiful. Art in the service of politics, perhaps. Certainly sacred art. Sculpture and architecture combined, of course. That's one of the reasons why they are so exciting. Not one thing or the other. Building a portrait, both things at once. And the smile, this knowing smile, the eyes, they stare, don't they? Look. They look into your soul. I've travelled through 2 continents in this programme and seen wonderful things. But what I found most moving, most memorable, are the connections that traditional people have with nature. They see life, soul, spirit in all things. Animals, rocks, the landscape, stones of buildings. It's amazing, really. And I find it very, very, very convincing view. In the West, arrogantly, we see souls only dwelling in humans. This can't be right, can it? These stones are given huge human faces. What's it saying? Of course it's saying the same thing. The stones, the buildings are alive. As one looks, one knows it's true. Because the building has such a personality, such a presence, the presence of a living thing.
Next week, I explore the hidden worlds of Japan and China. My mission is to find out if their ancient traditions and mysteries have survived into the modern age.